What's up, YouTube? Dreadlockedbusa here with another video. I want to say hello to everybody from all across the world. It's one of my favorite things about YouTube, being able to connect with everybody from all different parts of the planet. You know, it's nice. So today's video is an exciting one, guys. I've been telling you that I was going to make a video on how to add extensions to your dreadlocks. So today, I'm going to show you just that, how to add dreadlock extensions into your existing dreadlocks using, in my case, human hair extensions that I made myself using the backcomb method. Today, I'm going to show you half of that process. I already have about 12 dreads that need to be crocheted. They've already been backcombed, and today's process is going to be crocheting them and then crocheting them into your locked dreadlocks. Here's an extension that still needs to be crocheted. You can see I kind of started crocheting it a little bit up here. This is the loose hair at the end. This is how much loose hair you need to leave. It's about 2.5 to 3 inches of loose hair. You want all this loose hair because you're going to crochet it into your dreadlock. This is what's going to hold your dreadlock in place. And I'll show you how to do that in a little while. So as you can see, this is a human hair extension. It's short simply because you're limited to the length of how much hair you can get off of somebody. So this was 18 inches in length before I dreaded it. And now it's, I would say, anywhere between 10 and 12 inches long. So that's how much length you have to work with human hair. That's the disadvantages of using human hair, is you're limited to the length. You can use full-on synthetic hair where you can get braiding hair that's 56 inches in length, 54 inches in length. So then you can make some pretty long extensions without having to use multiple sections to achieve the length that you want. If you don't want to use human hair extensions, I recommend using yaki hair. It's a lot cheaper than human hair, and it's very close to quality. It's a synthetic, it's a human hair synthetic blend, and it's more expensive than the full-on synthetic hair, but not by much. So that's another option if you're looking for something a little bit cheaper. The upside to the yaki hair is that it's not like the full synthetic hair where you can't expose it to heat over 100 degrees Fahrenheit, I think it was. The yaki hair will withstand heat up to 420 or 400 and something Fahrenheit. So you can blow dry it, you can take hot showers, you can go out in the sun, you can do whatever you want with it. And especially in dreadlock form, it will look just like real hair. Now this is the one that we got to crochet. You can see all this loose hair at the tip. It's like a little rat's tail. You can't really backcomb this anymore because you're not really gonna get, you can try to get more. You might be able to get like another 1/4 of an inch, maybe get it tighter. What I do is I just cut it off here, and then I'll show you the process in a little bit. This one here is already crocheted. Still have the loose, about 3 inches of loose hair up here. You can see its texture. It's really nice. It's really silky. It's nice. So this is the tip. I still got to do a little bit more crocheting to the tip, but I can install it just like this and then do more maintenance to it. So these extensions need to be crocheted still. And you can see the loose hairs, the loose section at the tip. This is what you're going to crochet into your hair. So let's start the process. Let me show you how we're gonna crochet some of these. So the crochet hook we're using today is the Lock Sculptor from Dreadhead HQ. I'm gonna put a link in the description for you if you want to pick it up. I recommend you highly pick it up. This is the tool that we're using today. This is what it looks like. The tip on it, as you can see, that's very, very fine. Try to get the camera to focus on it for you. You can see how small this tip is. It's actually a little bent from me using it so much, but it still works fine. This is super tiny. This isn't going to damage this won't damage your dreads at all. This is excellent. So let's start with this one. Now we're just going to come in here and tighten this up a little bit. I like to hold the crochet hook with my thumb here, and then we're going to use this finger right here for leverage. You're going to move it back and forth off of this finger. If you're familiar with using chopsticks, it's kind of similar, the similar fashion. So we come in here, find what we need to tighten up, start from the top, and we're just gonna come in and pull hair. Now I'm gonna see if you can see this. You pull out a loop and then you pull it back in, pull another loop through it, pull it back in, pull another loop through it. So you're kind of like knitting in a sense. You can kind of use this technique on actual hair that's connected to your head, but it won't work as well because this hair is loose, so it can move and it can be pulled. Your actual hair won't be able to be pulled like this. So let me move my hand, show you what's going on here. Yeah, you spin it around. Now, see, just a little bit that I crocheted already looks mature. It looks like a mature dreadlock. And it's pretty damn solid. It's pretty tight. Now let's finish this one up. Now at this point where you have a nice solid piece here and this is still flimsy, this is nice, solid. It still bends, just not as easy as this. See? So from this point, I like to flip it around and actually hold it by the thick part, not the thick part, the solid part, because it won't bend in your hand anymore. And you can work from the solid portion up. Now you might want to leave these thick like this if that's what you want, but depending on how many dreadlocks you have, you might not want to do that because it's going to create more heat. They're going to be thicker, they're going to be everywhere. Especially if you're not used to having long hair, you're not going to be too thrilled with it right off the bat. It's going to take some time getting used to. Now see what I'm doing here, when I'm pulling it out like this is releasing the hair from the crochet hook. The way this is designed, it releases hair. So it's a super easy to use tool. It's designed for this. It's not like a regular 0.5 crochet hook that you get from Amazon, even though those work really well too. They're just their release is a little different. Nice. Now that we got this little lion's tail here at the end and we got this big piece of extension left, what we're going to do is we're going to cut this. So don't cut it too close to the tip. We're going to cut it about here, and you'll see why in a second. So the reason why I cut this far off is because we're going to make a nice blunted tip at the end. We're going to take this and we're going to fold it over to where it makes a nice blunted tip about the same size as the extension. Now this is just folded over. You can see how I folded it over. It's about the same size that we're working with. So from here we're going to go in and we're going to crochet all this hair into the tip to blunt it. You can actually use this technique on your normal hair, on your actual dreadlocks, to blunt your tips. This works really, really well to blunt tips. Just bend them over and then crochet them into the dreadlock. You can start like this. It's going to be very loose at first. You're just pulling hairs through, looping them, pulling hairs through the other loop again. You kind of like you're knitting a sweater here. Squeeze it as you're working with it. Explain how I hold the crochet hook. The way I hold the crochet hook, especially this one, it's got these little ridges with the point. I hold the point facing me with my thumb, holding it as my leverage. So this one is pretty much finished. This is what it looks like. Not bad. Just gotta fix this little piece right here. This little piece. The way we do that, put it in between your thumb and your forefinger, because you're locating it, taking the latching onto the hair and pulling it in. And that's it. This extension is ready to be crocheted into my hair. So after this is ready to go, we're gonna give this a nice little palm roll just to clean it up a little bit, get it tighter. So I know if you've been watching some of my videos, I've been saying that I wasn't planning on adding actually any more extensions to my hair, but lately I've been wearing my hair up in these crazy big huge buns, and I've actually been thinking about doubling the length of my hair simply because I want bigger volume up here when I make my buns. And I'm beginning to think that I'm gonna make more extensions and add more to my length. What do you think, guys? Let me know what you think. What are your thoughts on the subject? Should I add more extensions to my length? Should I double it in length? I want dreadlocks down to my knees, you know, and I don't want to wait 6 years for that length to come in. I want it now, and I know I can make it happen now, so why not, right? Let me know what you think in the comments, guys. I hope to hear your thoughts on this subject. So let me pull my hair down for you. Yeah, you saw that, right? That's how easy it is. Maybe I'll show you that bun in another video. Here are my dreads, guys, and now we're gonna find an extension, a short one to add an extension to. I think this one is right off the bat a good candidate. Yep, I think this is it. So this one is in the back of my head. This one's in the back of my head. You can see it's not as long as the rest of my dreadlocks, so we're gonna add this extension to it. First, we're gonna see if this is similar in size. This is very similar in size. Now, this is the reason why it's thin here and gets thicker, and then it's about the same size all the way through. The reason why is I'm gonna show you as I crochet it into my hair. So the way to start this is first we're gonna take a crochet hook and we're gonna separate all these hairs. I lost it. Here it is, we found the culprit. Alright, so back to this guy. Once you make something that looks similar to this, you can go ahead and take your blunted tip and place it right inside like this. Push it all the way in and squeeze it together here at the tip. Now you're holding the tips together. Then you take all this hair, pull it up, and now you squeeze this in between your fingers like this. Now keep in mind, this is sitting right on top of the thickest part here. So now we take our crochet hook and we begin to pull hairs through from side to side. We're not going up and down, we're just going side to side. Once we get some hairs through, now it's kind of held on there like this with just a few hairs. Just a few hairs are holding it in place right now. So at this point, we make sure that it's tight to the root, to the tip, that the connection is tight. And then we'll go around and pull all the hair around it. And we'll crochet it like this. So now we already have a nice solid connection. See, you can see the straight hairs here. Now we're going to continue to crochet all this hair up to this point right here. It's about half of that length we're going to crochet up to. The reason why you're crocheting half that length is because in a minute I will show you why. We're going to use that hair and we're going to fold it down and crochet it even more. So not only is it going to be crocheted into our actual dreadlock, it's going to be crocheted back into the extension as well. So okay, so we have this crocheted in pretty. We can go a little higher. So okay, so now that we have this little thing, we can pull on it and it won't come out. It's installed. It's there. So now we have all this extra length that is important to the rest of the process. What we do here is we take it like this, push it down, pull it down, pull it down. So now it looks something like this. And pull it back down and take it, and as you pull it down, you're gonna palm roll it. Pull it down again, palm roll it. Palm roll it pretty tight, pretty hard. Palm roll it. That will kind of shape it to the dread. See how now it's flat with the dread? And now I can take all this hair and tighten it up. Remember how this was thin? Well, this is the reason why this is thin, because all this hair gets crocheted on top of it to even it out. And now the dread is going to become one solid piece without too many bumps, and it will look natural, like there's no connection there at all. So we're going to continue to crochet all these loose hairs in here. Now, the more you crochet, the tighter it's going to get, and the harder it's going to get the crochet hook through. Better. See, now just keep crocheting it. And there you go, guys. That's how we crochet an extension into our dreadlock. You can see a minimal bump there. I can crochet that a little more to tighten it up, but for the purposes of the video, here it is, and that's it. And look, now it's the same length as the rest of my dreadlocks, and I feel great. But honestly, guys, I'm thinking about making them even longer. From here, I want them down to like, I don't know, like here. I want to have massive buns. I want to have massive, massive buns. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hope you enjoyed that video. Hope that was helpful. Hope you learned something today. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Like my video. Subscribe to my channel. I'm going to say again, subscribe to my channel. Stop what you're doing. Click on the little subscribe button. You know you want to. Greatly appreciated, guys. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching my videos. Don't forget to subscribe.